Hey crafters, it's Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and welcome to This Into That, number 8. And I'm going to jump back to number 7 real quick, where I used this awesome stamp set that I got from my secret sister. And we used this frame to create this. There was also that little cupcake stamp that we used to finish it off. So this is the card that I used, or that I created using that little embellishment that we created in number 7, and I added a happy birthday to the inside. So that's usable, and now today we're going to turn these cupcakes into this. Because as I was looking at it, don't the tops of these cupcakes look just like popcorn? So cool. So let's get started. I'll show you how I did this. First thing I did was just pull out my Memento black ink and stamp out a bunch of these little cupcakes. I figure about 3 per card, but it's totally up to you, however you want to do your card. Okay, just like that. Right here are these 3, and I'll show you how I colored them. I have 2 different color markers. You can use any kind of markers you want. Mine happen to be Spectrum Noirs, CT1 and CT4, so I'm going to use the lighter of the 2. And I'm just going to color about 3/4 of the popcorn, leaving just a little bit of white on each piece. And then with the darker yellow, I'm going to go right along that edge of where I did the lighter. That's going to make it look like it's more buttered. Okay? And then I'm going to go right back over the top of it again with the light yellow to make them blend a little bit. And then one swipe across the white part, because that will blend out and it'll look really, really light, and it'll still leave a little bit of white on there. Okay, and then we're going to hand cut these out. I like to color them before I cut them because it's so much easier to get the color on there than to try to hold these tiny pieces of popcorn and color them at the same time. So there, we've got a piece of popcorn right there. You can see the nice variegated color. If you don't think it's variegated enough, you can always recolor it or add a little bit more. And here's a bunch that I have off to the side that I've got finished before. So we've got a bunch of popcorn. Now, I do not have a stamp that does this. So all I did was go on the internet, look up popcorn on Google, and it brought up a ton of images, and I picked this one. So for those of you who do not have the images that you need, or you're looking for something specific for a card, I go straight to Google. I type right in here what I'm looking for. In this case, we're looking for popcorn, and hit enter. And then up at the top here, you want to click on images, and then just scroll through the images and look for the image that you like. That'll go with whatever it is that you have in your head that you want your card to turn out like. Okay, I found the popcorn one here that I had originally downloaded from the internet, and all I do is I bring them into my Cameo Silhouette software and I just go ahead and print it. You can use any kind of software you have for that. You could go to Microsoft Office and open that up and drag it into there and print off of there whatever you have at your place to do yours with. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this one out and we'll make the card. Okay, my original card was approximately 4x4, so we're going to do it the same way with this one. So I cut my paper 8 inches across by 4 inches, and then I scored it at 4, so it would fold in half to be a 4x4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide that it's going to open this way. So this piece right here is going to go up to the top, because I'm going to do a score. I don't know if you could see that on this one, but there's a slight scoring to give it a little bit of an edge, a little bit more interest to the card. So I did 1/4 of an inch on each side. So you're going to take 1/4 of an inch in and score that down. I'm going to flip it over because I want that score line to pop up on the other side. So go ahead and do the 1/4 inch here. And then rescore this side so that it pops up the other side, the other way. And then turn it once and do 1/4 inch in on either side on this side. So you've got 1/4 inch scored in at 4 different places. I'll show you what I mean when I'm done here. So you've got 1 across here, 2 going down the side, and 1 across the bottom. It's hard to see in this light, but it adds a really cool like border around it. And next we're just going to glue down our popcorn. And then for the 3 little pieces of popcorn that I'm going to put on, I'm going to pop dot those up. So I'm going to use my 3D tape. And you can just pop those on anywhere you want. I usually put 1 on the top, and then a couple kind of either like they're falling down or they're at the bottom, like they've fallen out. I think that looks really cute. I put 1 there and 1 there. And then all I did was handwrite this sentiment. Hope your birthday pops. And I'm not going to write that on this one because I might want to use this one for something else, like a thank you or whatever. So this one is slightly smaller than the first one, but still plenty of room for a sentiment. So this was number 8. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video.